Am I angry? I'm so angry right now. I'm so angry right now. Why is this so bad? It's on the phone. Why am I so angry right now? Just double tap and I'll be less angry. Yeah, I think that's the best thing that you can do. I'm arguing with multiple latitudes. I don't know if you understand how you argue with multiple latitudes and longitudes. I mean, Dot is in Seattle, well, closest can be. And this other freak, he's a pastor of the clergy. You know, a pastor. This new age Christian pastor stuff, which is it's along the lines of what I like, what I'm used to. But seriously, oh gosh, Lord have mercy. If this Christianity that we have now is the answer and the pendulum to the leftists' ideology, then we are fucked. And I'd say mightily fucked. We've got no chance because it it doesn't matter. It really, in the end of the day, to you and me personally, it doesn't matter how much money you make out of YouTube or the world or the people that follow you. That doesn't mean you are right. It may give you clout. Yeah, sure, you got clout. Hey, 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 you got clout. Why did I even go live? I'm so angry right now. And there was Dot saying, why are you so angry? Winston Mokonjana. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Vamogila Gila, welcome to the space with me. Siabonga, Nyabonga, Yelaboch. I thank you for joining me. I was just now watching a very big live in South Africa, as far as I know. Maybe you know better. But Ronaldo Gous interviewing Leon, this preacher man, who is obviously peddling some sort of future, some sort of revolutionary Jesus Christ we didn't even hear of before. But believe you me, we all know the story. And we know you're making money out of Jesus. Lord have mercy, you make money out of Jesus. Then you know how to use your talents. And I'm not going to argue with you, but believe me, I will argue your topic. Winston says, I am good, thanks, and you, I'm very fine. Thank you very much. Shonga says, what are you talking about? I've just joined. I've, I was watching Ronaldo Gous, and of course, I'm like a white or a red man. Right now, I'm a red man. I'm very red. And I'm not very well read. Now I'm blue. Choo choo, boogaloo. And As much as I dislike my government right now, I don't want to lead anyone into temptation, but you can. You may. You will be mightily rewarded with my schmelz and love if you join me and you donate. But Ronaldo is facilitating another man's grift. And it's a huge grift. There he's Leon's big buddy or subscriber donated 3,500 rand. It's $330. Imagine you donate $330. That's a cover up. That's an Illuminati effect. That's gatekeeper energy. If you don't know what a gatekeeper is, it's about these YouTubers who have good followings, and you choose to follow. I choose to follow them. We all follow them just to get the whatever the good lowdown of the day, and then comes the snake bite, the kill, in for the kill. That's what they are. I'm in the dark. That's what I am. You know, I'm going to give you all the answers now. This is my moment. This is my time. This is my place where I need to shine for you as a bright light into the cosmos. It is an awesome week. And if you know that adjectives and adverbs are the best thing for YouTube, you found the cure. And I'm still striving to find that space. We've got to beware. All these right-wing, left-wing broadcasting channels that we watch together, we need to accept that most of them are being paid to say what they say. And then we think that the right-wing channels are not compromised or infiltrated. And they aren't in the old sense of the word infiltration, but they are. It's fascinating to me, especially when Ronaldo, as far as I'm concerned, is a left-wing, non-believing subject. But Louis is a huge Bluemation. He's a huge, he has a huge following on YouTube. I don't know him. I've watched a minute of him. I don't need him. There's a lot of people that need Louis. And Louis is big. He's like huge on YouTube, as far as I can see. Hundreds of thousands of followers, preaching the big gospel, big church preach. Yeah? Now, Americans understand the big gospel, big preach church thing full well. But our South Africans, unfortunately, are searching for a certain kind of love, a certain kind of acceptance, a certain kind of forgiveness, a certain kind of, there will be an outcome that satisfies you. Yeah? And it doesn't. Like a young, up and coming Kenneth Copeland. That's what Leon is. Giving a sort of tone of a prophet of our modern days in Africa. And the South Africans, Afrikaners, they really put a lot of faith into the South Africans. Max Smith, I just saw your wrench. God bless you. How you doing? Thanks for... Where did I put my glasses? Huh? There. Max Smith. It is you. Thanks for saying hi. I wouldn't have gone live. I wasn't going to go live. If only for these pathetic South Africans who fall into the trap of giving money to the church for your redemption. And it's not like Muslims don't fall into the same trap. They fall into this exact same trap. Do you know that? I learned that from the since the Gaza conflict, then the ads started running on YouTube about, oh, these poor children being bombed, and you need to, when you pay for when you pay to the site, then your crown in heaven, your kingdom that you will amount to in heaven grows according to how much money you pay in this lifetime. And if you know me, then you'll know that I actually give a lot of credence and love and understanding to Christians and to Muslims and to Jews too. And that's where we find our problem is the people in Gaza, the majority of them are not Muslim. They are Christian. Did you hear me? They are Christian. They were forced to vote for Hamas in the last election so that their children weren't murdered. Now, believe you me, if you have children and you want to take care of them, and these gangsters come around to your house and say, I will kill your child if you don't vote for me, who are you going to vote for? It's quite simple. If you're just a normal parent, you're not going to interfere. You're not going to give a little flying fuck. You'll rather vote for the one that keeps you alive. It's as simple as that. It's simple math. It's simple politics. You vote for the one that won't kill you. And Hamas said to the Christian Gazans, Palestinians, for the lack of a better word, we will protect you. A week before October the 7th, it was Christians who spat in the faces of Jews in Jerusalem. And you want to fight Islam? Tell me something. Why do you think that the entire community of the Middle East, Jordan, Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, have no interest in taking care of these refugees from Israel? It's because they're Christians. They're not Muslims. It's not because they are low lives or because they're another class, or it's because they're fucking Christians. Wake up, world. Wake up. It's got nothing to do with Islam. But the Muslims are taking advantage of what's going on right now in Israel. They want you to believe that what occurred was an atrocity. And yes, it was an actual atrocity to the Israelis. And luckily, Christianity, because they weren't Catholic Christians, are not going to get into trouble for spitting on the faces of Muslims. It's a sad, sad situation. Hey, Peyton, how you doing? I'm just rambling on about my online viewability. Things change, life changes, people hate, people don't change. Maybe we need to learn from that. People don't change. Well, they do change when the circumstances change, when they find out the truth. You see, October 7 to the Israeli and the rest of the world, they think happened because of Muslims. But it wasn't. They were Semitic people, people from the Middle East, people from Israel, people from Palestine, but they weren't Muslims, they were Christians fighting Judaism. And that's what they want to hide from you. They want to blame the Muslims. They want to blame every Muslim country. And this is why the Muslims want to kill every Jew. I have you know. Hi, Lily. Hey, Dot, you gotcha. Dot. I didn't get enough time to send you the invitation or to tell you. But, you know, you also have this issue with dealing with how you get triggered. And I'm triggered right now trying to explain to just this small community, very small community. I mean, I'm not getting to the whole world. It's just you guys and me, you and me. What happened on October 7th was real, but you've been lied to about. Those Palestinians that killed the Israelis, the Palestinians were Christian terrorists, and the Israelis were leftist nutcase Zionists. You hear me? That's how it is. And now we must start the third, fourth, fifth World War because of some people that wanted to work on a farm in Israel who were true leftists, communists, liberal Israelis, and foreigners who worked underneath them. Everything is a lie. Everything. They lie about everything. Exactly, Mr. Moonrocks. How you doing? Thanks, Dot. It's not going to be a long live. I just needed to. I got triggered now by a big channel in South Africa, and yeah, I'm driving under the influence right now, as I usually do. How do you know me? But they're grifting. They're grifting on the Christian. The one guy has 130,000 subscribers. He's a big political commentator. The other guy being interviewed maybe has 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, but he is a spiritual leader. And I'm telling you now, my heart tells me, don't trust Leon. Don't trust him. Why? Not for hard evidence, but because you need to be worldwide read and lived and experienced to lead a community. You cannot be coming just from the Bible to support a community and a nation with your narrow-minded thinking. But at the same time, yeah, you can create your own cult. It's actually, I don't know if it's legal, but it's possible. I know it's possible. On YouTube, you can create your own cult, and I believe Leon has his own cult. Big church mentality, like Joel Osteen, and we all know about those people. They are covered by the blood of the goat, and that's just how it goes. I'm sorry. I don't trust. I cannot trust these men that are my age or a little bit younger, speaking of, you know, I don't know, how can I explain it? Just to be above board. You know, this is YouTube. You can't say all the bad words about people. But picture it. You have a Southern preacher, a Southern mentality preacher in his Southern ways, telling you that the color of your skin is incorrect and you're going to hell. That type of mentality is what I'm dealing with. With real life people who make real life income better than mine, huge income. They make like the one person just gifted him 3,500 rand. What? It's like $300. Who does that? Who does that on the YouTube streets? Over $300? Who? Are you proving that to God? Or are you proving that to yourself? Or are you proving that, and I know, if you tip me, and I'm going to worship you if you do tip me, and I'll thank you for your super chat. But if you tip me, it's not because I know you believe in God, or because I know you believe in me. It's because I know you were tricked somehow and you felt happy in the moment and you wanted to give a tip. But 3,500 rand, it's only $150. Imagine you did that on a Monday night on a YouTube street. You came over, you popped in, say, hey, Auntie Rose, here's $150 for you. Why would I do that? It's only to create an illusion. This is how it works. Hi, Quando. Quando and Ishi. Quando and Ishi. All these South Africans. Wow, howdy doody. Andreas, Nani. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the thumbs up. I believe there is an answer to the future. And it's not only through your tipping me or anybody. The answer is in your mind, in your intentions, in your heart, in your love, in your beliefs. If you can believe, you know what? I believed when I was a child. And it came to fruition when I got to the Navy and I got to vote for the very first time. And it wasn't a vote for elections, it was a vote for a referendum. And when that day happened, I knew my prayers were answered. Because that's what my prayers were. Now, looking back, I'm 50. That was when I was 18. I know and I understand that we are programmed to believe things. We are waylaid. We are tempted into directions. But at the same time, going against apartheid is not such a difficult decision thinking back right now. And basically the entire country voted against the same system. And we got out of the system. But what they brought in is because the system was a poisoned system as it was, it just only went through because we didn't have our civil war. We didn't fight out our differences. We've come to this moment in time right now where now we need to, though we've gone through our democratic change, now through this, we need to fight out, whether it be verbal or physical, I don't know, fight through our differences and see who's the winner at the top. And we pray that the winner at the top is like Madiba, Mandela, Nelson, the man who sat for 67 years in jail for blowing up the parliament buildings and killing two people, to come to an understanding where let's all just be free. Even Fancy. How you doing, Fancy? How you doing? Moon Rocks. Listen, Fancy Tramp. Moon Rocks is the man to have. And I want him. And you can't have him, Fancy Tramp. He's not yours. You cannot have him. If you want Moon Rocks, he's not yours. He's mine. Okay? Let's get back onto this timeline of the YouTube streets. Let's forget about this politics. Praise Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. Now I can read the words. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dot. How long do you have to wait until you find out? Until you are safe and healthy and happy in your home? And how is your kidneys going? Yeah? Stop screaming at me, Dot. You got no idea. So this is my question now. It's like, does everything just happen? You know, it's like us South Africans, we'll be sitting here and we know that there's a deadline for Trump. Trump put a deadline for our South African government, and then the government, today was the deadline was up, and the government didn't care. They didn't care. And I somewhat feel like you are very much like the way our government treated Donald Trump's decision. You are treating your life decisions. I don't know how things work in America, believe you me. And that's, I'm glad to explain this to any South African that wants to go to America and find a whole new, beautiful, amazing world in America, because everything's better in America. Well, it's tough, and things take time. There are processes, big processes to deal with. Oh, Moon Rocks, don't take offense if nobody answers you. You know, people are like me in Africa. We come in and we put a comment in the chat, and then we don't see an answer because I'm chatting with America, which is 9 hours behind me. Nothing happens instantaneously. Hello, Tasha. My great lady. Wow. Except Americans. Exactly, Toshi. Exactly. Oh, how depressing is it when we know every government across the world just lies, and then we have to waste our time argumenting, quarreling, and disputing what the government said, and then the government, the very next day, you threw me away. This year, I'm calling for something special. The very next day, they throw you away. The government don't care. It's just a conversation. That's what I'm saying. Um, Dot. Your life, to me, seems like a conversation. And when you say uh, your pending finality in your life, and then I speak to you 2 weeks later. Listen to me. In Africa, in South Africa, 2 weeks is a lifetime. 2 weeks and you don't have a house. 2 weeks and you do have a house. 2 weeks, it's forever. And you have somewhat created a suspense in your videos of your trauma that you have to go through, that you are going through. But it doesn't seem like you have a timeline. It doesn't seem like you have a, what do you call it, a goal. So that means it's all fake. The fear is fake. Your fear is fake, Dot. When you say you may lose the house because there's a lien on your house, because nobody's paying for your house, but still you can stay. Now, my question is, for how long can you stay disputing the regulations and the law and the government and the council? What do you call it in America? The mini government. Max, yes. Isn't it how it works? This is life. And I've learned it from a lot of YouTubers, just, for the clicks, likes, and views. But this is how real life works. They say one thing, they say the opposition does that, and meanwhile the opposition does the complete opposite. And it depends, not Leon, Leon, Max. It depends who is in power, who rules the country. It's like a little bit with, like America. It's like when the Democrats are in power, then the Republicans go quiet. And then when the Republicans are quiet, everybody becomes a fucking Democrat, Yeah, Max Smith, the truth about the Vietnam War is very chilling. That's what the Americans did. They destroyed, they made the Vietnam War. And then they're waiting for them to get into the system. Well, this is the truth. They want you in the system. And once you're in the system, doesn't matter which country you're in. So long as you're in the fucking system then they know you can wait. Then, and I think the spiritual leaders, because that's who I'm arguing with now. Leon is a big spiritual leader in South Africa. He's a new guy. He's like a young guy. He's, I think, 10, 20 years younger than me. And that's who I'm arguing about. He's a big YouTuber, a huge following in real life of Christian followers. But you know, when things are looking down, then citizens will look for someone to bring them up again. I mean, it's like the YouTube streets. We just want to find someone to make us feel good, make us feel worthy of listening to. That's what it's all about. It's got nothing to do with your afterlife. Where do these people get off? I want to ask you. Spiritualist or big YouTuber makes no difference. Where do you think they get off telling you that their way of life is the correct way of life, and that's the only way of life, and that's why everybody else is suffering because they haven't chosen that way of life? Social validation, or maybe. Dot, your fear is not fake. It's when we question, like I'm explaining to you now, my perspective on life is completely different to you. So when you explain how your validation works, my validation works completely differently. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to explain. So if you've missed something in your payments in your home, in my country, if you've missed 3 months later, they abort you. You are aborted. You're gone. You cannot go back again. But it seems to me that in America, maybe if you miss payments and you cannot afford the place that you live in and you cannot pay for the taxes, no, it's fine. No. People who are on medical benefits have their lifetime to wait for the government to decide for them to be evacuated. Yeah, Dot? It works different in America, especially in Washington State. You can live there where you are in your house. You own it, Dot. It's your house, isn't it? You own it. You can live there. There's no problems. That's the feeling that you just gave to me in the last messages you sent to me. So you don't have a mortgage. You don't have a mortgage. So the house is yours. Lucky you. So why are you complaining? Explain that. I'm educating myself. What do you think, Moon Rocks? It's a big bad world we live in, Master Jack. It's a very big bad world we live in. Indeed. Oh, I just got heartburn now. I need a Rennie's. Let me get a Rennie's. It's time for my bed. The lights are out. It's time for bed. I wasn't going to even go live. I just got pissed off with this big church evangelist called Leon telling me I don't know how it works. No, darling, I know how it works. You are a gatekeeper. You and Ronaldo are gatekeepers, and just makes me disgusted. It's disgusting. Why? Because you need to follow Jesus Christ. And until you follow Jesus Christ and the way I believe Jesus Christ must be loved, if you don't do it that way, then that's not the right way, isn't it? Max says college graduates are behind on loans. They will now get their pay garnished. Those folks will be moving back home. You cannot pay $1,500 loan repayment on a $4,000 salary. That's crazy, Max. Dot says, there's an outstanding debt that my mother still owed. I'm trying to decide what so with the house. Well, Dot, this is my advice to you. Companies and big businesses and banks are banking on the fact that you are still deciding. And if you don't have the collateral to cover it, there's no chance for you to decide. It's over. It's gone. It's forgotten. And I'm just a realist. I'm logical. I'm Gemini. I might be a fruitcake, but I know that the government wants to take everything you have away from you. But you seem to act and pretend and profess that you have all the time in the world for the outstanding balance. I hope it goes well for you. I hope you sort it out. I had no idea 43 million in America had loan payments suspended during COVID. Then it got extended in 2023. That's what I know. That's crazy. Okay, Dot. I appreciate your happy-go-luckiness. That's the way to be. Just be like a turtle with the shell on your back, and you go and live wherever it is. Maybe that's how you need to be. But as far as I'm concerned, from what I know and my experience with business, I think you've got until Friday, and the authorities are going to evict you because of non-payment. But I don't know. Maybe it's 6 days after the next month, or 6 days after the following month. But eventually, if you don't come up with some sort of arrangement or some sort of payment, then the banks are going to, or the island or the government is going to own your home. and you're going to lose it, and they're going to throw you out. They are not on your side, Dot. No one is on your side. I mean, I can profess to want to be on your side, but you know from past experience, I'm not generally not on your side. Oh, Dots, that's so funny. Hey, what a funny underhaul you are, Dot. No, Dot. I said, it's the end of August. When did your mother pass? I'm just adding months. I'm doing my mathematics. If anything, I can bet you now from how you are speaking to me now, and I'm going to end this live very soon because I'm fucking angry now. Okay, how can I retract everything I've said? Dot underscore is going to live in her home until she dies, and she will sit there because the United States government will pay for her to live there until she dies. Or maybe it was the insurance that her mother paid for her to sit there in the nice cozy home that she has on the island in North America, in Washington State. Yes, Dot, everything is fine for you. So, fuck you, Dot, for letting me think that you have any disability in your living arrangements in America. So stop telling us how difficult it is for you to survive as an American in Washington. Will you do us all a favor? Do you understand what I'm saying? You, on your videos, want us to feel sorry for you because life is so difficult and so tough for you because you cannot see. You've got sources to look out, like the bottom of glasses for your spectacles. What the actual fuck am I talking about? I'm talking about where are you living? You keep on telling there's a lien on your house. I can get right in the beginning, oh, hi, no, there is a lien on my house, Lionel. No, darling, you're cooked, Dot. You tweaked. You've got too much money from your mother's inheritance, and you don't know what to do with it. Dot. Thank you, but goodbye. And that is hopefully the last time I hear from you. Seriously. Goodbye, people. I've had my 53 minutes. I'm happy for that. I was talking about another grifter in South Africa, a preacher man. But Dot wanted to talk about her problems, and I decided to retaliate to her and tell her, you're a bullshitter, Dot. You're a Microsoft under whore. And that's where you must stay. Stay under the whores. Goodbye, you tramp. Goodbye. Tra-la-la.